on Yankee Doodle, his hat, and why he called it macaroni. If you were raised an American patriot, much like myself, you may be familiar with Yankee Doodle. You see, Yankee was a queer figure in history. No one quite knows exactly who he was, and according to recorded history, no one ever asked him how he was. Which leads me to dive deeper into his lore and why exactly he became an American patriot. As you may remember, Yankee Doodle famously had a cap, or a hat, that he would wear as he rode on his pony. But my dear, the magic of that hat never truly activated until he stuck his infamous feather in it, and he called it macaroni. Macaroni, he would exclaim passionately, excited by his discovery of a good old-fashioned American tune we've come to know and love today. Y'all, Yankee Doodle was an army general, and although it's a tale of old, don't consider him a man of the times. When he rode through the town, women and men would flock to him. They wanted to hear the tune of his macaroni noodle, if you catch my drift. But Cleb, you so rudely interrupt, don't you know bisexuality didn't exist back then? It was made up by woke millennials. Shame on you, dear reader. The overt sexual lyrics defined our dear Yankee Doodle's taste in men in a way that is shockingly similar to my own. You see, the government archives that store the patriotic history of Yankee Doodle and the lyrics that enshrine him in his Million Man March specifically reference that Yankee Doodle had a flair for traveling men who were, quote, as thick as hasty pudding. You see, my dear and rude patriotic friend, bisexuality and queerness is the core of the American spirit. You can't have a patriot without having a flair for dramatics. It's ingrained into our military systems to be a little gay. If you thought being a patriot was just about defending this country, you, my annoying little friend, are dead wrong. Anyways, Yankee Doodle was certainly getting it in often and regularly. I would argue that he kept the morale high for his battalion in more ways than one. He was minding the music and the step, and I have to believe his legacy lives on in millions of Americans across the globe. One who follows his legacy closely, in my subject matter expert opinion, would be RuPaul. Ru's fondness for silly words and phrases, making a show of himself, and inability to care what others think is the kind of legacy Yankee Doodle left behind. I imagine Ru has stuck more than just a feather in his cap, but I'm sure he screams macaroni every time.